Well, I think I've got answers 1 through 4 already.
Okay.
Man, you're fast.
Season.
Well, I actually got home a little bit sooner tonight, so.
Cool.
But I hope you don't mind if I eat.
Not at all.
That's fine.
All right, so number 3, is that the p-hat?
I
I
thought
think
that
so.
was the.
I put C.
I put C as well because I thought the true population was the regular P, and the P hat was the sample population.
Okay.
I could be, or sample proportion, whatever it was.
No, that makes sense.
Okay. And for number 4, what did you put, Steven?
I put true.
True. Okay, I just want to work it out.
Is that what you put?
I haven't done it quite yet. It looks like that's what it's going to be, but
I think I put true too.
yeah, I'd put true for that as well. Okay. So then number 5 would be true then as well, right?
That's what I put.
Okay.
And I just started reading 6. I haven't got an answer.
Okay. I can read it. A study of the first-degree murder trials was conducted in another state. A random sample of 60 people on trial for first-degree murder was taken. Of these, 45 of the defendants were found guilty. Use this information for questions 6 through 8. So it says, find the P, the point estimate of the proportion of first-degree murder defendants who are found guilty in this state. So would that just be the 45 divided by 60?
Yes.
Okay. That'd be 0.75.
That's what the spreadsheet shows.
Okay.
Don't forget your 0.
I need to bring up my spreadsheet.
Is it 0.750? Did that come up on your thing there? Oh, yeah. Very good. Okay, so number 7, create a 95% confidence interval for the true proportion of first-degree murder trials in the state. Their verdict is guilty.
64 to 86.
Okay, where are you getting that, Leah?
In the bottom.
Oh, I got you.
Nice.
Okay, so if you increase the sample size from 60 to 80, what do you expect to happen to the width of the confidence interval?
Decrease.
I think that's what he said, right? If you increase it, it will decrease. Is that what it did on Excel?
Wait. Oh, let me try it.
Yeah, they went from 45 to 67. So it decreased. We all agree with that?
Yeah. Leah, do you still have your spreadsheet up for what you answered number 7 on?
Yeah, let me share it.
Yeah, because mine's not coming up with those answers, so I just want to see why. Yeah, I think I might have found why. Let me see. Okay, I actually found why already.
Okay.
All right, thank you.
Perfect timing, huh?
I put 75 in for the N instead of 60
Oh.
because that is a number that is on my head.
That's good.
All right.
Do I need to do the math on 8? Or did it really look?
On what? On 8?
Yeah.
Well, we can do it right there. If you're already signed in, so why don't you just put 80 and see what it does to it?
Okay, but we still need to know. Let's see. Point.
So 80 changed it to 0.45 and 0.671.
So we get 0.22 with the first one.
Mm-hmm.
Then 0.21. If you rounded it up, it would be 0.22. So does that mean it stays the same? I have a 0.217 for the 80.
But aren't they talking about the confidence interval?
I thought it was if you increase the sample size.
What happens to the width of the confidence interval?
Right. And I'm subtracting the confidence.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
So with the 60, it's 0.22?
So for the 80%, it's 0.217.
So it's still the same.
Well, hold on. And the 60 sample is 0.22, so it does decrease, but barely.
So you don't round it?
I wouldn't think you would, not on this one.
So we
I don't know.
I don't know. It's a 0.003, that's a difference.
Well, instead of just putting 80 in there, put 200. So 0.167 minus 0.283. Did you do that? It's okay. Calculated.
Easily entertained. What do you have for dinner, Steve?
Okay, so that came up to 0.116.
What did you say?
If the N went up to 200,
So it decreases.
decreases.
Mhm.
It shrinks down, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, and I swear that they said that it decreased.
Yeah, I thought they said something about that too, but
I thought so too, I just wanted to make sure.
yeah.
I don't like that scores.
Okay, number 9. To conduct a hypothesis test for one proportion, 2 requirements must be met. Suppose P equals 1/2, what is the smallest n can be, and both requirements still be met? Okay, that's tough. Does anybody understand this question?
No, I was just about to say that if you're working on it, because I don't understand. Didn't we have one like this on our quiz?
No, we all got it wrong.
Yeah, we didn't understand. I went back into the book, I think, and I looked at it, and the only thing I could see was the 1/10 was 100, so it looked like they, I guess, kind of like squared it. If that makes sense. But I wasn't sure why they did that.
So I was trying to take some notes, and I don't know if this is pertaining to what the n equals. Is that what we're trying to find out?
Yeah, what is the smallest n can be for both requirements?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so your n equals your z-score. I don't know if you can see it, it's at the bottom.
Yeah, I see it.
It's really tiny.
Mm-hmm.
Wow, way to go.
So if we take ours, do you have a formula for that?
No, I do not. I was trying to figure one out, but I didn't have it accurate yet.
Well, let's go to the calculator.
Mm-hmm.
So, what's our z-score?
What did they want to?
2.372?
This doesn't have anything to do with the above a question, though.
Oh, that's good to know.
Yeah, so that isn't that like the 95% confidence interval? Z times or whatever it is.
Possibly. Let's go to the lesson. Yeah, I think it is your 95%. I don't know if I should share that screen instead.
Okay, so that kind of makes it difficult because there's like not enough information here. Or I guess we're supposed to go by 95 if it doesn't say, right? So if you type what was that formula again?
It's this.
Are you going to plug it into your phone?
Oh, eventually. What's the m?
That's what they're trying to figure out.
No, I
Oh,
thought they were
M?
trying to figure out the n.
Yeah, I'm sorry, I heard N. So what is the M? I have no idea.
Anybody else beat me? I'm really slow. So,
I'm not sure there's enough information to run that.
is that one of the answers?
Yeah, I just don't feel like it's giving us. We don't have enough information to do because we don't have like the end, or we don't have we don't have anything to make this easy. We don't have all the things for or an M, which is meet the whatever you call it. Think of it.
Right, and that's what messes it up because number 10 is the same way, except for it's 1/10.
So I was thinking, trying to maybe, because I didn't remember reading anything about that in this textbook.
I didn't either.
So,
I'm trying to read, but I'm not seeing anything yet.
because we read a little bit about it, I think, on Tuesdays, but not this time. I can find what I saw.
So it's n times p is greater or equal to 10.
Can we put this P into our spreadsheet at all?
Where would be the,
But it was the question. I don't know.
I'm not sure. P was 1/2, so that would be 0.50.
Where did you put 0.50?
I just put it in the X.
So maybe if we just play with the N number to get the P at whatever we're supposed to have in that 1/2. Even though we're not using the same numbers, I don't know.
Yeah, that doesn't matter. Just whatever you put. It's the X. Yeah, I don't understand it.
And the X changes it too.
Because the X is on the other end of the confidence interval. So if you have a 0.5 in it, it's always going to be less than 10.
I don't get this.
Okay, so well, if we look at this n times p, so if 20 times 0.5, that would equal 10, right? Right. So 20, and then if you have 1 minus the p, so 1 minus 0.5 is 0.5, and then it's still times n, right?
Yeah.
So I think it's 20.
For number 9.
I think so. Here, let me screen share this, and you can see if you like what I'm thinking also.
Well, I think it was just probably what you're kind of saying, is we need to find the number that makes it like 10 or greater, right? Because it can't be less than 10.
Right, okay, can you guys see that?
Yes.
On step 4, the NP is greater than or equal to 10, and then the yellow side of it is N with 1 minus P is greater than or equal to 10.
Yeah.
So if N, we don't know what it is, but P was 0.5. 0.5 times 20 is 10, which is equal to 10. So that would be the lowest, right? And then 1 minus 0.5 is 0.5 times the 20 is 10.
Yeah, well, because if you did n times 0.5 is greater than or equal to 10, and you just divided it by 0.5 like you do in algebra, that would give you 20.
Okay. So we agree with that then?
Well, we can try it.
Yeah. You guys can slap me around later, huh?
Yeah.
Okay, so let's make sure. Suppose P equals 1/2. What is the smallest N can be for both requirements to be met? Okay, and to conduct what?
Oh, I did the algebra way on both sides. The NP and the N, 1 minus P, and they both equal 20. So
Okay.
it might be right.
Okay, so plug in 0.10.
0.10
Yep.
instead of the P?
Do you know the formula?
In,
for this?
no, she does.
Okay, but how are we going to remember this?
That'd be 100 for 10.
Okay, so it would be 100?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, Leah, are you following here? No?
It's okay.
Here, well, let me help you. Oops. Right here. Okay, so N times P.
Can't.
No, look at what I'm showing you right here. N times P is greater than or equal to 10.
Okay.
So these are the statistics. Okay, let me go grab the door.
Your guys' doorbell is just ringing off the hook.
Hi.
It is?
Yeah.
You giving me money? Awesome.
My mom just says that sorry that it took so long.
Okay, thanks very much. Sweet.
Appreciate it.
Okay, see ya.
You give $10, you get $10.
That's right.
Okay.
Let's definitely give them gift.
You need to go potty?
All right, sorry guys.
It's alright.
I'll be back. I gotta help my little girl go potty.
We'll
Okay.
wait for you.
She only likes Dad to help her.
That's necessity. That's awesome. Okay, so for questions 11 through 16, well, we probably ought to wait for Steven. Huh?
10 was 100.
Yeah.
We can fill them in when it gets back.
Yeah, I guess we can.
I do think 11's true. Because they say they suspect the water quality in the area has decreased.
Okay.
Oh. Well, I just look at those two. I better actually look at the 80 and the 38. So we can work on that, I guess, till he comes back. 38.
Oops. It looks like they're satisfied,
Yeah.
Plus they're over 10.
right?
Yes. For me, it looks like it is as well.
Yeah, put it in there.
P
It
is 0.475.
is
0.475, yeah. And then this one's going to be
Negative 2.282.
well, we need is it a 95% confidence interval?
It should be. And when I did it on the calculator, I got the same answers of 38 and 42, and those are both higher than 10.
Okay.
What question are you guys on now?
Still 11.
So, I have 20 as 9, 100 as 10.
Yes.
And then for number 11 is true because both the numbers for those two formulas you have to check are both higher than 10.
And that was using the spreadsheet.
And then P would just be 0.475, correct?
Yeah, that's what
Yeah.
I got.
And then we need to find the test.
I have a negative 2.282.
I do also.
That's what I have. Well, I got a negative 2.282 on mine.
Yeah, that's what we got. We must have been breaking up.
All right.
We're not breaking up.
No. All right, what is the p-value for this test?
0.022.
I got 0.011. Wait, are we supposed to be less than on this?
Oh, you know what? Yes.
We are supposed to be less than?
We should, yeah, because that's what the question told us, right?
Okay.
So yeah, you're right. It should be 0.011.
0.011?
Mm-hmm.
Is it less than or greater than? Less than.
I don't know. Do we need to make sure?
It says the researchers suspect the water quality in the area has decreased.
It's decreased? Okay. So yeah, so it's 0.011 is the p-value.
And we're at a 0.05 for an alternative, right?
Would we reject the null hypothesis, correct?
Number is low.
Low, so we reject the null, correct?
Yes.
So you guys we're cruising. So 12 is
Sorry.
0.5.
You broke up, Stephen.
12 is 0.45.
No, 0.0475.
0.475.
0.475.
Yes.
And I have 14 as 0.011.
Yes.
And 12 or 13 I don't have anything.
Negative 2.282.
Negative 2.282. Okay. Thank you.
If you see my screen, I put that up. I don't know what now.
Your screen?
Let me re-put it up. I don't know what happened to it. It went away. Okay. And you can see where they are.
Yes.
And that's just, so we've been using we use this number, these numbers, and we did use these numbers as well.
Awesome.
Yep.
Thank you.
Not a problem.
Okay, so number 16, how would we word that?
There's sufficient evidence to conclude. I think it would be the first one. There's sufficient evidence to conclude the water quality in the area has decreased.
Okay.
I think.
That's what I would say, but I really suck at those.
Me too.
Stephen, did you get 15?
No.
15 is reject the null?
Yes.
Okay. And I agree with A.
Okay.
It does sound the best.
Well, mine says we have 100, so if you got the same answers as me.
We're good to go.
Awesome. Very good.
Sweet.
All right, so I guess the next thing we need to discuss is design the study.
Yes. Me too.
Yay, I'm so excited.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
So what did we decide to do it on?
We haven't.
Yeah. I don't know, Leah had an idea of each one of us standing out on the street for a half an hour or 20 minutes or 10 minutes or whatever.
Yeah.
And coloring the cars that
Okay.
are driving by, so we can and just counting how many and seeing how many are white, red, blue, whatever.
Yeah.
And to see which How did you put that? To
I don't
see
know.
which color is most popular?
Well, don't we say we believe red's the most popular color,
Yeah.
and then the alternative is that it isn't, and
Or
go from that.
or white? I'm sure white's the biggest, so we want to be right?
I actually
I don't
wanted
think it matters.
Yeah.
No, I guess not.
Silver car, and I think those colors are better than white.
Yeah, I agree too, but
I don't know. That's the only idea I can come up with.
I like it. My idea was I spend 4 nights a week at the ball field,
Uh-huh.
and I was thinking as I was watching the kids bat, it seems like they go for the most colorful bat to use.
Well, we have a ball field here, too.
yeah, that's true.
But I like the idea. I think that would probably be easier.
The cars probably.
Yeah.
So, what's our time limit?
Well, we have. Let me look at my paper.
And are we all going to be on the same similar street, like a main street? Does it matter?
Probably.
I didn't
Like,
say I'd probably do it
it's
like
good
when
at
I'm on my
Marvin's
walk and I'm walking.
I couldn't hear you, Alyssa.
Oh, I was thinking if we do that, I just do it like on my walk in the morning
Yeah.
because, like, as I'm going back home on my walk, I walk on the main street.
Uh-huh.
So
How long are you there, you think?
I don't
So I
know.
don't think we need to do super long.
Yeah, I don't think we need to be there like half hour or anything like that. I think
Maybe like 10 minutes or something.
I think
Yeah.
10 minutes is good.
So that would work.
What do we think the favorite color is?
White. Well, I think white's the most popular.
White?
I could be wrong.
Well, that's
well,
what
we're gonna find out.
All right, let's say white. Then.
Popular color of car is white. We're gonna spend 5 minutes.
Sure.
I'm gonna go find a busy road next to my house. So
Well,
I get
you could
lost.
do the parking lot of the baseball field,
You could.
Yeah.
Yeah.
right?
Like, look through a parking lot and just count the different color cars.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Then they'd be like, "Who's the creep scoping out all the cars?"
And they'll say, "Oh, that's Steven."
Oh,
Yeah.
that makes
When you
sense.
said the
That
baseball
makes a
thing,
lot of
I'm like,
sense.
I'm gonna be a weirdo sitting at a game and being like, yeah, I don't know anyone here. Just looking at the stats.
Yeah, don't do that to her, Steven.
I think I'll just go out on the busy street next to the neighborhood.
All right.
That'll work.
Make sure they don't go too fast, because you gotta keep track of them.
It's about 35.
All right.
All right. What's the next thing we have to come up with, or is that it?
Let me look what it says really
I think
fast.
I've got it shared here.
So what we need to have this done by Saturday?
Yeah.
Okay.
So it looks
Yes.
like
It can be the main writer.
you need a main writer, someone to describe the data, someone to make the inference, someone to take action. The main writer or writers for the PowerPoint presentation.
So with Tracy and Leah, you guys can't go together though.
No, we won't.
Okay.
We've got a couple busy streets around here, you know.
I'm thinking that'll be the exact same data.
Yeah, no, we'll split it up.
Okay. And so I guess This week is designing the study.
Do we have to decide all the writers right now?
I don't
Or
think so.
just design the study?
I don't think
I don't
so.
want to click on it if it says.
Yeah. I don't think we have to decide who's doing what right now.
We just gotta.
I think we just need to design the study.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because I think before we can even really go further, she has to say if it's okay that we do that.
Yeah. It
Right.
says your project must be approved by your teacher.
Yeah.
Right.
Okay.
Okay, so we have a study. We know what the population that we're studying, right?
Mm-hmm.
And we know what the null and alternative hypothesis is.
Yeah.
And then which sampling method will your group use? So we know how we're going to do that.
Mm-hmm.
And then describe in specific detail how your group will collect data using the sample method.
Yeah.
Stating in question 4. So yeah, we know how we're going to do that. We'll just calculate how many colors are there.
So that
And then
pull out of the hat one, right?
that's the what?
Whatever one that it's called, you just kind of pull it out of the hat. You don't really know. There's no reason for it.
Right. And then why do you think this sampling method described in questions 4 and 5 will give an accurate representation of your population?
Mm-hmm. So
Okay.
I see at the very bottom here, though, it says your instructor will sign off if your project is approved. So I think that we do have to fill out this form. So we probably need to find, I don't know if we need to find one person just to fill it all out and then we can email it to each other, or...
Yeah, I can fill it out and email it to her and to all of us.
Okay.
You want me to do step 3?
You want to do step 3?
Yeah, I'll take
Okay.
STEPH or VE?
the correct way.
V?
The only way.
You don't have to decide if it's Stephen or Steven.
Yeah.
Step hen.
I've heard it both.
Oh, I've heard everything.
Alright.
Okay. Make inference.
What is the make inference section?
Let me find out.
You're going to find out?
Sure.
Well,
Is it step 4?
yeah. So that might be a good one for me to do, huh? Since I'm not exactly remembering what that is. Yeah, so I'll take on step number 4.
Okay.
I'll try and figure out what that is. I'm sure I'll get it.
Take action. What kind of action are we going to take?
Well, it depends.
We're going to go, paint your car red. I don't know.
Okay.
Good.
Patrice, you see under group project?
Say that again?
Did you see down on the bottom left in that display option? There's a make inference and take action. You click on that. And then click on that blue, and it'll bring up what you have to do.
I gotcha.
I'm
Okay.
so lost.
Yeah, that makes sense.
But,
You want to share your screen?
Make inference right there. On your iLearn, right, Stephen? That's what you're talking about?
Yeah.
iLearn final project. So each one of those sections will tell you exactly what you got to do.
okay. I see.
Right.
Well, I will take the next one then.
SSA?
Of course, make inference and take action's the same thing.
Sweet, so you're taking on 2.
Wow.
Good job.
Okay.
So are you okay with PowerPoints?
Who?
Yeah, you're right. They are in the same one. So I can do a PowerPoint presentation.
Okay.
Hey, so are we wanting to do just vehicles itself, or are we wanting to break it into cars and trucks? Just do
Oh, I just figured all automobiles.
auto.
Unless we want to talk about cars and trucks if more people drive trucks and cars. In my town, they do, because I live in a farming town.
Mm-hmm.
If you live, downtown Baltimore, it'd be opposite.
Yeah.
Mostly cars, yeah, so that could be quite the biased test.
So,
Let's just do automobiles.
automobiles sound good.
Just
Well-
automobiles, no trucks?
No trucks?
Well,
Just a
isn't
new
that
vehicle.
included? Anything ran by fossil fuels.
Good answer.
Steven, I like you.
Let's not make this harder than it needs to be.
Exactly.
It's summer, and I like.
I think I like the parked cars more and more.
Yeah. Might be easier to do.
So fast.
Yeah.
Does everybody have a Walmart? Maybe. Oh, we only have one. Never mind.
Jeez, I don't. I'm not going to Walmart to do this. I don't go there. I don't want to be there anyway.
I think I have to go tomorrow anyway, so I can just do it.
Oh,
I'm sorry.
If I did it at the Pace in Walmart, they'd just be like, just another weirdo.
Yeah. Someone call the police. All right. So do we have everything?
Well, we don't need to meet on Saturday,
I
but
don't
somebody
think
is
so.
turning this all in on Saturday, right or no?
Well, Leah's gonna email us this sheet, right? So that we can
Yeah.
turn it in? Is that what's happening?
Yes.
Okay. So that is what is happening.
We'll email her and you.
Because we have to turn, I feel like we have to turn, I guess, the sheet in. When I was looking at it, I guess I'm kind of confused, but we have to turn something in.
Well, it says everyone fills out a group evaluation and submits it.
But I
But
don't,
Your project must be approved before you collect any data.
because when it says work for design the study, it says you choose a file to open. And so I feel like it would be that file that we are filling out on design the study. But I could be completely off.
Okay. I'll look into it.
Okay. I'll look in the... Yeah, I think it is. Because when I went to collect the data, it's a completely different spreadsheet, so we'll probably have to fill that one out.
Okay.
On which one are you looking at?
I just went to the next one over because each one has a different sheet to fill out.
Right, has their own stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Right, so we just fill that stuff out, we copy it and email it to the group and to the teacher.
I
Because
guess.
there's really no place to submit it, right?
Yeah.
And then I think all of us do number 2, collecting the data.
Yes.
Right.
Yeah, so that makes sense. Yeah, it would kind of been nice if the stuff was already on these sheets and you could just type it in
It would be.
and then click submit.
What if we're doing it in steps? Like she's got to approve
Oh,
it first.
yeah, okay. Okay, that makes sense. I'm thinking out of turn.
I don't think we have to have this all done
Right, right,
in a week.
right. Exactly.
Well,
Okay.
like the sheet that you're filling out right now, Leah, is just kind of, I think, what we're thinking of doing.
Right.
This gives us like a game plan. And then by the next week we'll work on step 2 and write it up. And then the next week we'll work on step 3 and write it up.
Right.
But this week is just a game plan, and that's what you're writing because you're designing this.
Right, and actually we don't work on it until week 10.
Yeah.
So week 8 and week 9. Well, of course, we'll work on it next week, and then week 10 we'll work on 2,
Yeah.
and then once sequentially after that.
So I think that's it, yeah.
Yeah.
But would it be bad if, say, you guys get the data to me, and I, when I can, just try and get it done, even though it's ahead? Because can we turn it in early?
You know what? I'm sure we could. If we have the clear
Yeah, we have to
from
get
our
the clear
teacher,
first.
then yeah, we can just take off and run with it.
That's what I would think. As long as it's cleared, we can probably do it.
Yeah, and you might as well, instead of running through waiting for every week to do something.
Yeah.
Okay.
Anyway,
Yes.
Sounds good. So I think we're good.
I
I'll
think
send this off. If not tonight, tomorrow.
sounds good.
Okay.
We
So,
will
email us back, or each one of us, or just to Leah?
What was that, Stephen?
So, when you email it to her, can you CC to each one of us, so when she emails back the approval, we'll get it? Or how do you want to do it?
That's what I'm hoping for, yeah.
Okay. You guys are awesome.
Have a great night.
All right. See you guys.
Thanks, everybody.
Bye.
Bye.